The understanding is that we as humans have a physical body, and we have the spaces of that body, the mind, the organs, the blood, the cells, the DNA, all of the ways in which our physical body is able to be alive. And the mind is a very powerful connective point to utilize as we understand ourselves as eternal consciousness, as you understand that you are an eternal soul. So you are this incredibly vast space of energy. You are this everlasting soul, eternal being. And as you continue to expand and evolve and be you, you do so through what you would call life experiences. And this is one of those. You're in a life experience right now. So you are giving yourself the opportunity to expand as an eternal being through the experiences that you are having in this life. Everyone in human form right now is experiencing being that human in their own way. Everyone that is in a human form, that is a human being living on earth right now, is having a experiential space, a lifetime, a soul experience unique to them, because each is their own space of consciousness. At the same time, every space of consciousness is also interconnected in a collective consciousness, a space in which all the waves of the ocean flow. And in that understanding, there is the opportunity to see the ocean in its entirety. So the consciousness in its connective wholeness. And then we can also back up, blink, look again, and see the waves of consciousness within that whole connected space. The waves are the individualized experiential soul spaces, lifetimes, the individual minds, because every lifetime has a mind. It has a mind. In the human concept, it's very easy for us to see this as the mind within the, the brain within the head, right? The skull. And that mind holds the programs for the way in which that energy, that consciousness, that soul is going to experience itself. And the consciousness changes the mind. The consciousness itself, the eternal soul, chooses what programs it places inside of its mind. This is a concept humanity is awakening to right now and beginning to implement. This is why you see the changes you see happening right now. And many of the things you see happening right now, if you're listening to this when it was released in 2023, going into 2024, many of the things we see in humanity right now at that time are a sense of new and a sense of old. So a sense of the old breaking apart and a sense of the new coming forth. And so this is why you're seeing this, because the consciousness within the form, all of the human beings that are soul spaces of the source, that are consciousness in form, many of these human beings are awakened to this understanding of themselves, and they are beginning to implement new programming into their mind that's in their physical form. And then that is changing the reflection that is being seen. The outer experiential spaces are changing because the inner mind, yes, has been shifted. The new programs have been implemented, and they are continually being implemented, and it is a continual process of expansion. You are eternal. It will never end. It will always be a process of the next space of you. You are eternal. You will want this. When you really gain the understanding of eternity, you will be very grateful for the ever-expanding spaces of you, because it will make that eternal you much more interesting to be. You are constantly creating worlds. You are constantly creating universes. You are constantly creating all these various spaces of exploration, of expansion, ways in which you can know thyself. I am doing this. You are doing this. We are doing this. The understanding of you as a wave, you as a eternal consciousness, having a now through a form, a body, a physicality. Your ability to ponder that, contemplate that, envision it, imagine it, think about it, will expand it for you. Your understanding of yourself as that wave within the field of limitless potentiality, the space of source, the space of prime consciousness, that you are a wave of that wave. You are a space of that wholeness. That will expand it for you by thinking about it, by pondering it, by connecting with it, by imagining it. Why would you want to do that? Because it's energy. The thought itself, the imagined vision itself, it's energy, and it's a higher vibrational energy. It's a higher vibrational connection of you. And as you understand that space, you'll be able to tap in more. That's the higher mind space. You have the physical mind, the human mind, the mental inside the form you're in right now. And that is a processing space of your belief structures that will then reflect back to you your world. And you have your own unique reality, even though you are with many others who are like you, that are doing what you are doing, and many who are not like you. Everyone has their unique reality because everyone has a unique mind processing their unique beliefs, creating their unique worlds. And in the space of understanding of the prime consciousness and of the field, the quantum field, the nothingness of everything, the limitless potential of all, source space consciousness, prime consciousness, the higher mind is there. And every space of every consciousness is there. People say, oh, I'm channeling Archangel Michael, or I'm channeling Mary Magdalene, or I'm channeling Isis, or I'm channeling Jesus, Muhammad, Kuan Yin. All of these are waves of consciousness within prime consciousness. All of these are waves of consciousness within the collective of all consciousness. And the higher mind encapsulates it all. So when you allow yourself to hold this understanding, ponder it, envision it, imagine it, you are allowing your mind to connect into the higher mind. And you are allowing your heart to connect into the higher heart. And you are being open to the flow of this vast, incredibly beautiful, powerful, sacred, whole space of consciousness and of you. Allow your flow, Holy One. Trust yourself. You are safe and you are loved beyond measure. I lay this at your feet. I am honored to walk with you. Blessings upon you, Holy One. Blessings.